Hey there, welcome to Work in Progress, a how-to series that's meant to help you with everything from prepping for a job interview to boosting your confidence or negotiating a raise. Here's today's question.
Sexual harassment has been talked about a lot, especially recently. Still, the majority of victims don't report it or don't know what to do about it. Here are our tips. Remember, if you feel uncomfortable, don't question yourself. Trust your instinct. Sexual harassment is never your fault. It doesn't happen to you because of what you're wearing or where you come from. It is never, ever your fault. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, or EEOC, defines sexual harassment as unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, or verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature. If someone's inappropriate behavior affects the way that you work or creates an intimidating work environment, that's sexual harassment. Examples of this behavior are commenting about a person's clothing, personal behavior, personal romantic relationships or body, making sexual or sex-based jokes or innuendos, requesting sexual favors or dates, spreading rumors about a person's personal or sexual life, impeding or blocking someone's movement, inappropriate touching of a person's body or clothing, kissing, hugging, patting, or stroking, assaulting, touching someone against her will or without her consent, looking up and down or staring at a person's body, making derogatory gestures or facial expressions of a sexual nature, following a person around. It could even be something like displaying or sharing posters, drawings, pictures, screensavers, or emails of a sexual nature. If you have experienced any of these behaviors, here are some of your options of what you can do next. Document as much as possible. Documenting is the most important step. You want to record dates, times, witnesses, anything that will basically provide a paper trail. Also provide printouts of emails or any sort of screenshots of text messages. Make sure you store all of this information in a safe spot, preferably unattached to anything work-related. In case you have to leave or get fired from your job, you want to be able to take this evidence with you. Try direct confrontation. Only if you feel comfortable doing so, confront your harasser and let them know how their behavior was inappropriate. If you choose to try confrontation, be sure to stay calm. Use your documentation to cite specific instances and explain why they were inappropriate. It's also good to bring an ally or HR rep with you to help facilitate the conversation. Report to your HR/manager or tell someone. Find out what your company policy is so you can follow those guidelines to file your report. Most companies have an anti-harassment policy, and that should lay out what steps you should take next. If your HR department is non-existent or not helpful, try confiding in someone at work. That might be a coworker or your direct supervisor, but telling someone is an important step because it can help validate your own feelings. And it can support your story if you end up filing an official complaint later on. It's always better to have witnesses or someone to corroborate your claims. This also might open the door to a conversation about similar behavior towards other women in the office. Although it may not feel like it, you are legally protected from any sort of retaliation from filing a complaint. If you don't feel safe filing a complaint through your work, remember that you can always file through the EEOC. File a complaint with the EEOC. Remember, you are federally protected, and sexual harassment is never okay. It's a form of sexual discrimination, and it's never allowed. The EEOC allows you to file a complaint confidentially if you choose. So if you don't feel safe making it public, you can definitely do it privately through them. Just make sure that your company has 15 employees or more, or else the law doesn't apply. Remember that time is a factor. You must file within 180 days from the behavior. It can be extended in some cases to 300 days, but we recommend doing it within 180 days just to be safe. To learn more about filing an official charge of employment discrimination, visit the EEOC website, which we've linked in the description below. Their website has tons of helpful information and FAQs. Leave. Bottom line, if you feel unsafe, you can always just leave. You are not trapped and you are in control of your career and also your happiness. I know that sometimes power structures can make you feel a little bit cornered or unsafe, but just always remember that if you're feeling a little bit trapped or uncomfortable in your work environment, please just leave. If you're feeling lost or like you don't know what your options are, try calling a hotline to talk to a trained professional. The Feminist Majority Foundation has a list of hotlines you can choose from to get help. We've linked to that and the RAIN hotline in the description below. Please always remember to take care of yourself.